champion. Good. You need to work like a champion.
Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Alice, and welcome to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds of welterweight action, and the anticipation for this bout has grown as the week has gone on. A lot of talk behind these two. Now it's time to walk the walk.
And his opponent across the ring, with a record of 38 wins, 20 knockouts, and 33 defeats, fighting out of Chicago, Emanuel Augustus.
Okay, guys. We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
Opening round scheduled for 10. You see the accuracy now with that double jab up top. Blocks that punch. If you are the fighter with the lower stamina, and you know it, going up against a guy who can really go the distance, how do you go after it right from the gate?
Well, I don't know that you go after it right from the gate, because then you're basically telling your opponent, I have no chance. I'm desperate. I think you go out there looking like you're ready to go the distance. Maybe he'll start to slow things down a little bit and worry about the late rounds himself.
Now look at him. He does not.
Exactly what the doctor ordered.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Augustus. Halfway through this round, Emanuel Augustus' cut is really a mess right now, and it could jeopardize this fight for him right here. Teddy, is there blame that needs to be placed on his cut man? Could he have done more?
Well, really, the trick to being a cut man is pretty simple. It's not rocket science. You have to have the right medicines, the right coagulants. You have to be calm. You have to be able to put pressure on that cut, get it to stop, and then put those medicines in. But you need a little help from your fighter. You need him to move a little bit on his bike and give those medicines time to work.
Takes one, but gets one. Good work by Chavez. Chavez has landed a good, solid combination. Unable to connect by Julio Cesar Chavez. Look at that! Late goings here in this round, and he goes down. Can he survive it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Augustus is rising back up. That takes some guts. Good doubling up of the jab by Julio Cesar Chavez. End of round one. His eye is completely shut. He really is at risk of being a TKO loser here. I suppose if he can defend himself properly, the fight will go on.
Yeah, well, that's going to be up to the discretion, the judgment of the referee. I mean, this is what the referee is paid for in this kind of situation.
Augustus' recuperative abilities being tested to the limit here. Just 60 seconds to gather yourself after being knocked down in the last.
Those kind of recuperative powers, so they give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe the ref gives him a little more time than he gives somebody else.
Well timed by Julio Cesar Chavez. He took a step back, landed the counterpunch.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
Well targeted two-punch combo by Emanuel Augustus. Chavez's punch is far off the target. Augustus has got a cut. We can see that he's bleeding from his mouth, and that can be a real problem. People don't realize it, but that can be a big, big problem. Emanuel Augustus has got a little something coming back at him. A counter punch scored. He missed by a mile. That wasn't even close by Julio Cesar Chavez. Good combination with a flush left hook to the body, and then that right hand. Augustus is taking a lot of punishment, maybe too much punishment for an experienced referee like the one we have in there today to just keep on watching.
Yeah, you would expect him to be ready to do his job. Sometimes the job is to keep them fighting, you know, to make sure they break. Sometimes it's to stop the fight. I think it's that time now.
Nice, crisp 1-2 combination by Julio Cesar Chavez. Chavez has got to be really careful here. That eye is an absolute mess. The cut is really bad. In fact, it could call for an end to this fight at any point.
Well, Joe, the key is where the cut is. It's above the eye, and that means that the flow will go into the eye and, of course, impair the vision. That is what the referee's going to be looking at.
And he's more than comfortable hitting him from the outside.
He's standing there, and all he's doing is absorbing. Somebody's got to remind him, you don't get points, you don't get credit for taking a good shot.
This is a white belt. You're winning this fight. Stop that. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And round number 3 is underway. Augustus is now in a spot that many fighters have faced numerous times, and that is, how do you deal with seeing your own blood and knowing that you have incurred some serious damage? Look at that cut around the eye.
No, for a fighter to be able to move to the top, he's got to be tested in a lot of areas. Sometimes the test comes when he's hurt. He's hit on the chin, he's dropped for the first time. Sometimes the test comes when you drop the other guy and he gets up and he comes at you. And sometimes the test comes in the form of a cut. When you see your first blood, when you see it, that it's your blood, how do you behave? We're going to find out right now.
Nothing there on the punch by Julio Cesar Chavez. Chavez is landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Sizzling hand speed we saw moments ago. Heck of a combination, but pretty easy to get it off when you're that fast.
Yeah, it is. And what it causes too is, besides us saying, ooh, that we see those quick hands and the judges, you know, marking it down, also it makes the opponent keep his hands in his pockets. He's afraid to move his hands because the other guy's so much faster.
Hits him in the mug with the right. A stinging counter punch after some fine defense by Julio Cesar Chavez. Chavez's right hand scores well. Great work offensively landing that combination by Emanuel Augustus. Trying to go downstairs, but off target. And that's the end of round 3.
You become bumping, throw the lead right hand. Winning this fight.
Beginning of round number 4. Teddy, the way your scorecard reads, he's up 3 rounds to zip. Good, accurate punching, earning him that lead.
Yeah, very conservative, hasn't wasted anything, but as you just touched on, has made everything count.
Well off the mark by Julio Cesar Chavez.
Relax, work the body, kid, that's right, body shots.
Good shot to the head with that right hand. Augustus is showing a little bit of a defensive shell, but Teddy, I'm seeing punches still getting through and splitting that guard.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, Joe, when you put those earmuffs on, but you don't move your head. Some of them are going to get through, and just as importantly, you handcuff yourself, so your opponent is going to stay in there a little bit longer, knowing that nothing's coming back right away.
Chavez's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. That was nice. He just drew the punch from his opponent, and then a good counter by Julio Cesar Chavez.
Yeah, like running through the rain without getting wet. Beautiful.
Chavez is way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. Emanuel Augustus lands a flush right hand. He's committed to the combination punching now, and it's working out well up top. A well-placed left hand up top. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Emanuel Augustus. In a strange way, now it could create an offensive opportunity. Chavez's opponent is drawn to that cut he opened up, but it now could force him to be reckless coming in.
You're exactly right, Joe. You know, if you're the one cut, you have a job to do. You have a responsibility. You know, don't let that throw you off. You know, stay to your game plan. But if you cause the cut, you have something that's a responsibility. Don't get over anxious like you just said. Don't just start going for broke. And that's exactly what he's doing.
Augustus blocks it away. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Oh! Can he get up from this? He's done it before, but can he get up from a second time down? Augustus's climb back up from the canvas may inspire him. Augustus is on the receiving end of a very good counterpunch. And he ties up on the inside. And now they're trading blows. You see, he sits and waits and then strikes with that counter punch by Julio Cesar Chavez. Good accurate hook by Chavez that time. That's it. The fight is over. Chavez has won this by TKO. The ref has seen enough. He stopped the fight.